You're watching live high school sports on Optimum Channel.
They are the T-Birds of Hills East, representing Suffolk County. And in the other corner, the Green Dragons of Westbury, representing Nassau County. Welcome to the Slomans Long Island High School Basketball Championships, brought to you by Slomans Air Conditioning. For new installations or AC service, call 866-SLOMANS. Well, good to see everybody. Jimmy Cavallo, our entire News 12 Varsity gang. And welcome to our exclusive coverage right here on Optimum Channel 14 and News12Varsity.com of the 2017 Long Island Class AA Championships. Two teams looking for their first ever AA title. Out of Nassau County comes Westbury. Out of Suffolk County comes Half Hollow Hills East. Alongside of the call, of course, covering Long Island High School basketball the entire year, Dylan Butler. And Dylan, look, we know about Westbury winning an A title in 2010. If you wipe that clean, though, you think about AA. One of these schools is going to do something they have never, ever done in their basketball history. That's pretty cool.
That's sweet, and I think that's certainly big-time motivation for both teams to do something that you've never seen before, to put a banner up in the gym that hasn't been there before. So both teams highly motivated here today.
What a journey for both these teams. Westbury beat Baldwin and Uniondale to get here, and of course Hills East took out the mighty Marauders of Bayshore. How about a couple players in this game? JT Dean, Jonathan Dean, the super senior. You could basically pencil him in for a Westbury double-double.
He is so strong and so tough to guard out of that guard position. Look, he comes up with some big plays. Here you see him getting to the hole. He is so strong. That's one of the things about him, too, out of the guard position, his strength. He finishes so strong. He's a great defender as well, and as you mentioned, a big-time rebounder from the guard position as well.
They have saddled up behind the super senior and Jonathan Dean. They call him JT, 21-10 in the AA final. That historical win against Uniondale and the Green Dragons were Nassau County champs at last. On the other side for Hills East. That in itself is a great story. That Hills East is here. But Savion Lewis, the junior guard, all-state player. Look, there aren't many guys that you could say is right in the conversation for Long Island's best player. He is in that conversation.
He absolutely is. And Savion Lewis is a kid who had a lot of options when he was going to high school. He wanted to go to Hills East to lead them to something they've never done before, which is win a county title, and he did that with that win against Bayshore. Look, he is, for my money, the most electrifying player on Long Island. When he gets out in the open floor, look out. He will finish. He is so good in transition. He's got quick hands, quick feet. He's a leader. 19 points against Bayshore. He's what you want out of that lead guard.
He is undoubtedly in the Ring of Honor for all-time players at Hills East. And now Savion Lewis looks to take Half Hollow Hills East to the promised land, a Long Island championship. 32 minutes of basketball, two teams, two counties, one title. The AA championship is next, right here on News 12 Varsity.
Right now, the Sloman Shield is offering their best deal ever. Get a free home security system installed by a security expert free. That's right, you heard it, a free home security system. Call now and you'll also get a video surveillance camera included free. You want mobile control of your home security system? The Sloman Shield includes that as well. Don't put it off any longer. Call 1-800-ALARM-ME and get your free Sloman Shield home security system now.
Shield your home, the Sloman Shield. Being called a champion has a nice ring to it. Don't forget to choose Zollner Championship rings after your next championship victory. From style, innovation, and quality, and our factory direct pricing, we personally guarantee you that our rings will immortalize the hard work and dedication that fueled your title run. Our state-of-the-art 3D manufacturing department cultivates your dream and turns it into a reality. Call now for your price quote and free artwork. 1-800-303-8548. That's 1-800-303-8548.
Right now, the Sloman Shield is offering their best deal ever. Get a free home security system installed by a security expert free. That's right, you heard it, a free home security system. Call now and you'll also get a video surveillance camera included free. You want mobile control of your home security system? The Sloman Shield includes that as well. Don't put it off any longer. Call 1-800-ALARM-ME and get your free Sloman Shield home security system now.
Shield your home, the Sloman Shield.
I should probably inform you of my breakage policy.
Breakage policy?
Yeah, we don't have one.
Open the truck.
Eesh. Rich, I hate to have to do this in front of you, but I think I'm gonna have to fire these girls.
It's the March On Sales event going on now at Sprinter Metris of Smithtown. Contractors, tradesmen, business owners, increase efficiency and profits with commercial vehicles from Sprinter Metris of Smithtown, like the new 2017 midsize Metris worker van, backed by a Mercedes-Benz 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty, or Sprinter vans, cab chassis, and crew vans, backed by a 5-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Visit our showroom or website at sprinterofsmithtown.com. Sprinter of Smithtown. We work for your business.
I'm Casey Messer. Stay tuned to All Access exclusively here on Channel 14, and you'll catch a sneak preview of the most talked about new release movies on demand from Optimum, many of which are available the same day they're released on DVD, and many offered with 2-day rentals. While you're here, we'll show you what's hot to watch on TV tonight, as well as exciting tips and answers about all your Optimum services. For even more previews, tune to Reels on Channel 177 for original shows and movies.
Back at Stony Brook here for our coverage of this Long Island AA Championship. At this time, we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. So here we go. The Long Island Championship for 2017. Destination Stony Brook. The realization is there for two teams. Hills East and, of course, Westbury. Jimmy Cavallo, Dylan Butler, and working the sidelines today, Amanda Puglisi. And Amanda, there's nothing like the intensity, the ambience of a game with the magnitude of this.
You're right, Jimmy. And for Westbury, it's interesting because they weren't even thinking Long Island Championships when the season started. For them, their season was all about unfinished business and winning the Nassau AA Championship and avenging their loss from just a year ago. Now, Coach Graff said that once his team won the AA Championship for Nassau, he gave them about 24 hours to celebrate, and then it was on to the next challenge and taking home that coveted Long Island Championship title. But they're going to be facing a Hills East team that comes in very loose and ready to go. Coach Basil was even joking around with me before, and he said, you know, this is our comfort zone. We like being on this floor. We've had success here so far. The Thunderbirds had a great week of practice, and he said they were ready to play on Wednesday. So for Coach Basil's squad, Sunday couldn't come soon enough.
No question about it. Thank you, Amanda. A year ago, they lost to Baldwin in the championship game. Did the Green Dragons. Here's their starters: Otley Young, Dean, B&A's, and Ketchen. And for Hills East, those T-Birds, number 20, by the way, in our Tri-State Top 20, Lewis, Crittenden, Ned, Nero Clark, and Mathurin. Good-looking 5 for Hills East, number 20 in our Tri-State Top 20. Just the fact, Dylan Butler, that Coach Pete Basil has taken this team into the conversation for the Top 20, that is something in and of itself.
Yeah, no, and it's well-deserved as well. I mean, you beat Bayshore here on this same court. You deserve to be among those teams. They've had a great year, and they're looking to continue that here today at Stony Brook.
Yeah, you fought for them every week.
I tried.
In the top 20 meeting, and it came to fruition a week ago. They entered the fray in the top 20. First shot of the game is up and over the backboard by JT. Sodine, all-county as a junior, all-state as a senior. He wears number 3. Bringing the ball up, number 3, Savion Lewis for Hills East. They'll take their first 3 of the game. Nothing but nylon. Julian Crittenden picks up where he left off in the Suffolk final, where he had 9 points in the fourth quarter alone.
Yeah, great ball movement there for the T-Birds. It leads to that 3 from the corner.
Here's a 3 by B&A's Isaiah the junior. And we are tied at 3. Good crisp ball movement again by Hills East. That jumper is no good. Rebounded nicely on the inside by B&A's, and they'll draw a loose ball foul underneath. There is Pete Basil in his 15th year. Garden City High School graduate, 1989. What a job he has done in just building the program year after year, and now representing Suffolk County in the AA championship. 15 seasons for Basil as the skipper. Now a turnover. Here come the T-Birds the other way. Lewis, yes sir, Savion Lewis.
And you love the way that he finishes around the rim. You saw a nice little finger roll, not the jelly roll that we saw in New York City with Isaiah Washington, but pretty nice there by Lewis.
Up and under, no good. Rebound on the inside, pulled down by Dean, knocked out of bounds. Westbury will keep it. So Dave Graff, outstanding basketball resume by way of Martin Van Buren High School. Played for the late, great Marv Kessler in high school. Going the other way is Crittenden with a quick 5 for the T-Birds.
And you kind of wonder how much that comfort level of playing here, albeit for one game, but Hills East has been at Stony Brook beating Bayshore on this same court. It is something that when we spoke to Dave Graff, he was worried about. 2-3 zone now for Westbury.
Attacking the rim and drawing a foul. Offensive against Savion Lewis.
Yeah, and it's B&A's who draws the charge.
So Coach Basil sees his superstar guard pick up a foul now. less than 3 minutes into this game. Now walking it up is Brandon Otley. Otley's had an outstanding season as well. Going up in traffic off the glass that time was catching. No good there.
Yeah, but then Matherin picks up the foul inside on the rebound by Dean. You mentioned at the top about his double-double ability. So good inside because of his strength as JT.
That three blocked. Nothing doing. Kendall Nero Clark right on top of it, the 6'2 junior.
Yeah, that's one thing you've got to watch is his steal.
Crittenton to the rack. And Julian has exploded here out of the gate in the Long Island Championship. He had 18 in the Suffolk final.
Maybe he's trying to get a message to the Seawolves coaching staff. Loves this floor so much. Nice pass inside. Catching, though, can't put it away.
Good pass to the interior. Two-man game now. Lewis will retake his set. Nero Clark over to Savion. Baseline drive. Drops it back off to the trailer. Keani Ned. No good there. Rebound is up and blocked. Coming the other way. Here comes Darius Young. Young, good look. No can do there for Westbury. Here they come in transition. Savion. Yes, sir. Savion Lewis. The All-State guard. Showing him why he's one of the best on Long Island. And Hills East has come out roaring. They lead at 11-3. The stop and go, Savion.
T-Bird Nation is loving it, and I mentioned at the top about him getting out in the open floor. Here you see the damage he could do. Look at this, behind the back, whoop! Oh, and the roll to the basket. So sweet.
Got the handle the whole game for Savion Lewis. Already offered by Stony Brook, which is great news to see him here. Monmouth, Ryder, a lot of the NEC. Hofstra could be in the mix.
Well, might be a recruiting war out here on Long Island, huh? Hofstra, Stony Brook.
Well, he has elevated his game in the postseason, averaging about 25 points per game. He comes into this game with 968 career points, 32 away from 1,000.
So you see a more patient set now from the Green Dragons. Working against the zone defensive Hills East now.
Good hands on the defensive end. Crittenton knocked it down. Here's Lewis now. Good defense that time on the fast break by Brandon Otley. Otley did not give Lewis an avenue to the rim. Forced up a tough shot.
Yeah, and then Nero Clark coming in for the rebound, called for the foul. And remember, too, Hills East, what a start they had here against Bay Shore in that Suffolk County final as well.
Kicking across, B&A's short on that one.
Jim, they got out 22-9 on Bay Shore in that one.
Lewis with the floater right down Broadway. And Savion, he has the look in his eye here in the first quarter of this Long Island Championship.
Yeah, 6 already for him.
Good entry pass. Playing big is JT Dean. At 6 foot, he plays a lot bigger than that. Quick shot off the mark, rebounded by KK. Khalid Ketchen. Here comes Darius Young. Young's had a huge year shooting the basketball. Long rebound. Out to Young they go. Conference Player of the Year drops it off to the All-Stater, Dean. Just short on that one. Tie up for the loose ball. They're going to call a foul on Darius Young.
You could see early on, Jim, that Westbury is doing everything they can to try to get Dean into a rhythm offensively. They know how important he is. He's that engine of the Green Dragons D. Now a 3-2 zone for Westbury. Young gets his hands in the passing lane.
Good entry pass into the hands of Mathurin. Can't finish. Now the battle for the loose ball. Coming away with it is Darius Young. Young. Nicely done bounce pass. Blocked on the backside, but the loose change is picked up by Dean.
Yeah, so now back-to-back buckets for JT.
Nero Clark had the block as the trailer. So Westbury has settled in now. They trail by 6. Here's a 3. Yes, sir! Crittenton on the mark in the first quarter of this one. Second 3 of the quarter for Julian. Crittenton, just a junior, first-year starter. Came off the bench as a sophomore, so he's been through the battles.
And he's got 10 already as well. So you get his 10, you get Lewis's 6. There's your 16 for Hills East.
This is a tough foul right now being called on Kendall Nero Clark. 50-50 ball, and he's called for it, and Pete Basil does not like it.
Yeah, that's because it's his second. Basil's putting his arms up like, hey, just going for the rebound.
Here's a 3 from the corner, no good. Quick shot. Sean Lully in there now for Hills East. Off to Lewis. Lewis will wait for the cavalry now to come, and then he'll attack. Blocked that time. B&A says, not on my watch. B&A's got a little bit of an Amari Stoudemire look to him, and a little bit of his game, too, right here.
Yeah, you want to try to make a guy like Lewis think next time he gets in. Another deep 3.
Good hustle on the long rebound by Otley. He'll be credited with the rebound. Now Brandon will bring it across. Attacking the glass. Beautifully done. J.T. Dean. Hills East leads by 7. 6 points for Dean.
Yeah, and there's 6 straight for Dean as well. So important to get him
great
involved.
Look inside. Drawing the foul is Ketchen.
Yeah, and Mathurin will go to the line for Hills East. It's Ketchen's first foul.
So Mathurin, powerfully strong inside player. Still learning, but a great body at 6'4". 9 points against Bayshore in the AA final. He'll miss them both. Here's a 3. Nice job on the tip. Spinning in the lane, not getting the roll. Coming out is Keani Ned. Ned on the move. Ned explodes to the glass. Blocked from behind, but there to pick it up is Mathurin. Great job by the big guy running the floor.
And it was B&A's again, getting his hands up in the lane, getting the block.
Entry pass stolen away by Sean Lully. Ahead of the pack, Savion Lewis will go to the free throw line. So Lully, just entering the fray, makes an instant impact.
I think Lewis does such a great job when he's out in transition. Looks like he's going 100 miles an hour. He protects the ball so well. First is good, and you see Basil trying to protect some guys, doesn't want to get guys in foul trouble. Brings in Zach Schwartz.
And Shane Dean also with Schwartz. So Lewis now missed the second. Quickly into the front court. Jalen Dunlap Coast to coast goes Jalen as the first quarter comes to an end. So the Green Dragons see the junior doing it all on his own. Entertaining first 8 minutes on Super Sunday for Long Island High School basketball. Coming out fast was Crittenton and Hills East, but Westbury, they got B&As in the boys. Second quarter straight ahead. Glad to have you aboard right here on News 12 Varsity.
It's the March on Sales event going on now at Sprinter Metris of Smithtown. Contractors, tradesmen, business owners, increase efficiency and profits with commercial vehicles from Sprinter Metris of Smithtown, like the new 2017 midsize Metris worker van, backed by a Mercedes-Benz 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty, or Sprinter vans, cab chassis, and crew vans, backed by a 5-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Visit our showroom or website at sprinterofsmithtown.com. Sprinter of Smithtown. We work for your business.
Right now, the Sloman Shield is offering their best deal ever. Get a free home security system installed by a security expert free. That's right, you heard it, a free home security system. Call now and you'll also get a video surveillance camera included free. You want mobile control of your home security system? The Sloman Shield includes that as well. Don't put it off any longer. Call 1-800-ALARM-ME and get your free Sloman Shield home security system now.
Shield your home, the Sloman Shield.
We welcome you back to the Sloman's Long Island High School Basketball Championships, brought to you by Sloman's Air Conditioning. For new installations or AC service, call 866-SLOMANS. Good first quarter. As we start the second, Amanda, you were eavesdropping on Dave Graff and Westbury.
I was, Jimmy, and what Coach Graff had to say to his team was we need to do a better job. We need to get back in defense. Hills East is really killing us on the transition points. That's where they're getting all of their points from. We need to get back and play tough defense in transition.
All right, Coach Graff, veteran basketball guy. Hills East first attempt off the mark. Here's Dunlop now into the front court. Good hands on the defense that time. Shane Dean knocked it down. Here comes Dean now into the front court. Spins, drops it off to Schwartzy. Schwartzy has it blocked that time by Ketchin. He'll reset it into the hands of JT. Into the hands of Savion Lewis. Now from the corner, Sugar Shane. Dean drills a three. The sophomore's on the board.
Yeah, Shane says, Jonathan's not the only Dean in this game. Knocks down the triple. I like, too, what Pete Basil did here. He brought in guys, it seemed like, just for the end of the quarter. He's kept them out there.
To the rack that time. Good move by Jonathan Dean. As Dean lets Dylan Butler know, but I am the big Dean in the building. Oh, great interior look, all alone there, and finishing was Zach Schwartz. Schwartz, big body at 6'4" and a senior.
I tell you, his magical moment to this point was a rebound late in that Bayshore game off a missed free throw to help Hills East win that first ever Suffolk Championship. Kick ball, and it's going back to Hills East.
So Keani Ned will bring it across. Hills East is scoring the basketball. 19 in the first quarter. Spotting up for a three. Is short on that one. Great rebound by Lully. Lully, the University of Pennsylvania bound lacrosse player. Shane Dean can't get the roll. Skying for that rebound was JT Dean. Boy, he gets up off the floor in a hurry. Now here's a three, way off the mark. Another rebound that time by Sean Lully. Lully is a gamer. Next stop for him will be the lacrosse field as soon as this run is over for Hills East, but he's loving it now. The lacrosse coach will have to wait. Lully going to UPenn Lax, gotta love it.
Hey, there's snow outside anyway, so.
Now they swing it around off the mark. Rebounded by B&A's. Now Otley up to Dean. JT. This is going to be an offensive foul.
Yeah,
Great
Schwartz.
position that time by Schwartzy.
Yeah, he did a great job just holding his position, drawing the charge in a productive few minutes for Zach Schwartz as Kenny Mathurin comes back in. He gets a nice ovation from T-Bird Nation.
Schwartz, volleyball kid, got great ups and had that broken hand, but now he's made his way back and good positive minutes on the floor.
Young called for the foul on, that's his second, as Lewis worked his way up the court.
That hurts Westbury with Darius Young going off. Guys made over 60 threes this year. Pull up, no good. Good hustle to keep it in play that time by Jalen Dunlap. Gives the Green Dragons a possession. Now Dunlap chases it down again. Back he goes to Dean. Dean, offensive foul on consecutive possessions for JT Dean. And that was a tough one right there. Wow.
Yeah, the Westbury fans not liking that. 30-second timeout called by Hills East, and back-to-back possessions, as you said. First it was Zach Schwartz, then it was Kenny Mathurin drawing the charge.
So Pete Basil gathers his troops from Hills East. And it's amazing to think this program has lived in the shadows of their neighbors in Dix Hills, Hills West. Bill Mataratona's club.
Yeah, why not?
But this has been the year for the T-Birds. Beat Ward Melville in round 1, took down the Wood Nation in round 2, and then the top seed, the Marauders of Bayshore and Hills East, had won their first ever Suffolk AA basketball championship. Spectacular.
Yeah, it was a great run, and round 3 of that 3-round heavyweight battle with Bayshore went to Hills East. Hills East really kind of, their first win at Bayshore is really what opened a lot of eyes. They had to come back from a 16-point fourth quarter deficit to win that game, and a travel on the drive through the hole, so a turnover for Hills East.
Yeah, that trilogy, round 1, Coach Basil's team down 16. They come back round 2. They got an avalanche.
Yeah, Bayshore won big, which set up that really intriguing third battle, and that's what's funny about that is it was the opposite of that first game where Hills East came out early, and here's Lewis.
Savion will finish. And now another offensive foul. This time, it'll go against Ketchin.
And Dave.
That look says it all.
Yeah. I mean, this is the third straight trip down the court. And Westbury surely hasn't done anything differently than they've done all year long. But they've somehow got to adjust.
Out of bounds, this one goes. It'll stay with Hills East. And that game against Bayshore in the final had that big lead, and then Bayshore came all the way back, made it 62-61 late. Hills East got a little sloppy. The Marauders capitalized, but Hills East found a way. Crittenton, 9 big points and a couple steals in that fourth quarter. Getting to the free throw line now will be Julian Crittenton. Crittenton really, in the words of his head coach, just instant offense. Just got that wonderful rhythm on his catch and shoot. He's from that Steph Curry school of quick release shooting. He just gets it off before you even have a chance to react defensively. It's a nice habit to have when you can make them.
Yeah, that's the caveat, right? If you can make them.
Yeah, I could get them off quick too. They just never go in. Under 4 minutes left now, second quarter. Hills East has a 15-point lead now in this game. Lewis with 9, Crittenton with 12. Good short jumper in the lane that time. Nicely done by B&A's.
Yeah, B&A's, when you talk to Dave Graff, said he's a really important part of this game today for the Green Dragons.
Great sharing of the ball, but look at Keani Ned doing the dirty work down low to give him another possession here. Only one reflection you have on Hills East is they move the ball around. They want to share the basketball and get their teammates involved. This pass will go awry, and really, that's a reflection of their coach, Coach Pete Basil. Played basketball at Washington College. Taking this program to the next level. 2014, they went to the Suffolk semis. That was the high water mark. Well, they have a new high water mark. They took it right over the falls this year. Suffolk County champs.
And when you speak to their guys after that game, I spoke to Crittenton and Lewis. They both said, we're not happy now. We're pleased we made history. Nice driving layup.
To the rack is Otley. No, you're right. You know, you're always cautious when somebody does something they've never done before, winning the first Suffolk title, but there was not a euphoric celebration amongst this team. They looked at it like, hey, we're just in the middle of one big tournament here.
Yeah.
The Suffolk tournament, the Long Island tournament, the New York State tournament. So losing in the LIC would be a disappointment for us because that would be an early exit for Crittenton and the boys and Keani Ned.
And he gets called for the foul, his first. That's a tough pass. That's not where you want to try to handle the ball, right in that corner by the Hills East bench.
So a turnover. Coach Dave Graff has seen his offense a little out of sync.
And I think that kind of goes back to that second foul by Young when he had to step out. Foul on the floor. This will put Savion Lewis to the line for 1-1.
Well, for Westbury now, Dylan, they're going to have to find a way because in their Nassau County Championship, they had the A game of A games.
Oh.
They faced no adversity. They were out big early, and they never looked back. They played their best game of the season. That was then, and this is now. Right now, they're in an 11-point hole with 2 minutes left in the half. Big 2 minutes here for the Green Dragons. Drawing the foul and getting to the free throw line will be Darius Young.
Yeah, really smart move by Young. His coach calls him a streaky shooter. When he's on, he's one of the best scorers on Long Island. Unlimited range.
First free throw rattles out. Zach Schwartz checks back in. Pete Basil did not change much this week in practice, kept them to their routine.
And there was a foul on the rebounds.
Wow. Good opportunity because now over the limit is Hills East. So Jalen Dunlap will go to the line 1-1. So it could be a 3-point trip here for the Green Dragons if Dunlap was to convert on both ends. He will not. Great hustle though by B&A's. Dunlap once, twice, and one. Dunlap now can make it a 4-point trip for Westbury.
And you mentioned it was all from B&A's in the corner. And there's the extra effort. Look at this. If at first you don't succeed, try again, and what a putback.
Yeah, Dunlap did such a great job this year for Westbury. in that portion of the season that Dean would miss. Filling in. And he can score. Look at this. Little run here by Westbury at the end of the quarter. That's what you like. It's a 7-point game. Hills East now looking for a bucket. Hills East, after scoring 19 points in the first quarter, has scored only 9 here in the second with about 80 seconds left.
And this is 8-0 right now for Westbury.
Lewis, great look to Ned. Little two-man game. Lewis draws the D, little pick and roll. Ned rolls to the basket, and they execute it beautifully.
Yeah, Ned with a nice little head fake as well to get himself some extra time under a minute.
Boy, they needed that too. This foul will be on the ground. Driving the basket was Ketchen. Both teams are over the limit, so it'll be free throws. 2 free throws for Ned, double bonus time. So Khalid Ketchen goes to the stripe. Khalid got that big motor, strong, runs all day. Captain of this team in his senior year. For his motor he puts on display game in and game out is Khalid Ketchen.
Yeah, Dave Graff said if he has a similar game to what he had against Uniondale or Farmingdale, it's something that the Green Dragons really will need.
They'll get the miss and have another possession here.
Yeah, all of a sudden, Westbury on the offensive glass, getting it done.
Down by 8, right through the lane to the left hand. Too strong on it from Otley. Rebounded nicely by Ned. Ned will drop it off to Lewis. Shot clock is turned off. So Savion Lewis and the T-Birds of Hills East have an 8-point lead and the ball. Lewis drops it off nicely inside. Too strong on the finish that time by Schwartz. And out comes the Green Dragons. Otley, crossover, left hand, no good. Rebound, back up, no good. Rebounded again, and one! The Green Dragons are hitting the glass in the LIC. Darius Young, powerfully built at 6 feet tall, and Young doing some work down low.
Yeah, it really did, Jim. And again, that was, what, 3 offensive rebounds by the Green Dragons. This is one of the things that I thought they'd have a trouble against Uniondale, because Uniondale has bigger, taller players, but the strength that they have in the guard position to rebound the ball is so impressive.
This game a moment ago was 28-13. And look at this. They continue to come. Jalen Dunlap. And now he will go to the line.
And that came off another miss. Offensive rebound, put back, and foul.
With only 1 second left. Westbury. What a run to close out the half.
Yeah,
An
right.
11-2 run. It was 28-13. It's now 30-26. Make it a 13-2 run. Lane violation. And that is how the half will end right here. So Westbury, 13-2 run to end the half. And boy, are the Green Dragons feeling a whole lot better about themselves now. Hills East cruising along, up by 15. They go into the Stony Brook locker rooms, only up by 4. Entertaining first half. Savion Lewis and Hills East came out fast, then enter Otley. Halftime is next on News 12 Varsity.
Right now, now, the Sloman Shield is offering their best deal ever. Get a free home security system installed by a security expert free. That's right, you heard it, a free home security system. Call now and you'll also get a video surveillance camera included free. You want mobile control of your home security system? The Sloman Shield includes that as well. Don't put it off any longer. Call 1-800-ALARM-ME and get your free Sloman Shield home security system now.
Shield your home, the Sloman Shield.
I should probably inform you of my breakage policy.
Breakage policy?
Yeah, we don't have one.
Open the truck.
Eesh. Rich, I hate to have to do this in front of you, but I think I'm gonna have to fire these girls.
It's the March On Sales event going on now at Sprinter Metris of Smithtown. Contractors, tradesmen, business owners, increase efficiency and profits with commercial vehicles from Sprinter Metris of Smithtown, like the new 2017 midsize Metris worker van, backed by a Mercedes-Benz 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty, or Sprinter vans, cab chassis, and crew vans, backed by a 5-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Visit our showroom or website at sprinterofsmithtown.com. Sprinter of Smithtown. We work for your business.
I'm Casey Messer. Stay tuned to All Access exclusively here on Channel 14, and you'll catch a sneak preview of the most talked about new release movies on demand from Optimum, many of which are available the same day they're released on DVD, and many offered with 2-day rentals. While you're here, we'll show you what's hot to watch on TV tonight, as well as exciting tips and answers about all your Optimum services. For even more previews, tune to Reels on Channel 177 for original shows and movies.
Back at the Sloman's Long Island High School Basketball Championships, brought to you by Sloman's Air Conditioning. For new installations or AC service, call 866-SLOMANS. Halftime of the Long Island Class AA Championship. The champions of Nassau, Westbury. Boy, what a backdoor run there by Westbury against Hills East. Hills East up by 15. That lead is now down to 4. Is that a tone setter for the second half for the Green Dragons?
It certainly could be. I mean, 13-2 run, and it was quite simple, right? Offensive rebound, putback foul, missed a free throw, offensive putback foul. It just kept going for the Green Dragons.
It's been a great day here on Optimum Channel 14, News12Varsity.com. Congratulations to Southampton. The Mariners win their first ever Class A Long Island Championship. It was a convincing win over the defending state champs from Elmont.
Yeah, a satisfying win for Southampton. I had to remind Herm Lamison that, hey, he's got a business trip now to go to Binghamton. And he's like, oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. So they're going to get back in the laboratory, get ready to try to win a state championship on the 8 level now.
Now, you are the Long Island guy in our top 20, our tri-state top 20 meeting. You're the guy lobbying for the Long Island teams.
Yeah, it doesn't usually work.
You did a great job getting the T-Birds of Hills East, which is an amazing compliment for Hills East to make their way into a tri-state top 20.
Hey, look, when you win 20 games, you win a Suffolk championship, I think you deserve to get in there, and they certainly did. But look at the names. Look at the category they're in right now, huh? Christ the King, Bergen Catholic, Eastside. These are perennial powerhouses.
Yes. Most of these teams' seasons have come to an end as we whip through the top 20. Mount Vernon could be the next opponent for either Westbury or Hills East. Congratulations, Mount Vernon, on winning a Section 1 title. Cardinal Hayes is in the mix for a New York City Catholic AA championship. Amazing.
Yeah, they're playing at Rose Hill this afternoon against Archbishop Malloy, who we'll see a little bit later in this top 20.
Wings at 13, and you see there is Roselle Catholic. Their season is over. It will be Malloy right there at number 6. Hudson Catholic beat St. Anthony's to win the non-public B North title. Stepinac, unbelievable effort all season long. They just fall at the wire to Malloy in the Catholic semifinals. Bishop Loughlin falls in the semifinals. And then we get to our top 5 here. And not many changes, really, because you have Lincoln, Lehigh, Don Bosco Prep. How about Don Bosco Prep wins a non-public A championship in New Jersey. Really the first one ever. Congratulations to them. Linden, our number 2 team, the public school, the little engine that could. They defend their Group 4 championship in New Jersey. They're moving on to the New Jersey Tournament of Champions. Remember, New Jersey plays down to 1 champ. So our top 3, the Patrick School, Linden, Don Bosco, all New Jersey state champs. They now go into one final tournament, the Tournament of Champions. Wow.
Yeah, and of those top 5, right now 4 have taken that championship picture. Only Lehigh yet to win a crown. They'll try to do that up in Glens Falls in the Federation AA.
The top 5 is still alive. We are halfway home here for this Long Island AA Championship. So glad to have you aboard on Optimum Channel 14 and News 12 Varsity. Third quarter's next, right here on News 12 Varsity.
Being called a champion has a nice ring to it. Don't forget to choose Zollner Championship rings after your next championship victory. From style, innovation, and quality, and our factory direct pricing, we personally guarantee you that our rings will immortalize the hard work and dedication that fueled your title run. Our state-of-the-art 3D manufacturing department cultivates your dream and turns it into a reality. Call now for your price quote and free artwork. 1-800-303-8548. That's 1-800-303-8548.
Hi, I'm John Leguizamo, Optimum customer.
And I'm John Leguizamo, John's favorite content.
Oh, I do love me some Leguizamo.
Me too. And with the Optimum app, John Leguizamo goes wherever you go.
The Optimum app turns your device into a TV,
So you can watch right here.
or voice search Leguizamo here. Hey, search Leguizamo. John! Ha! Amazing, John. I could kiss you. Me too, but things could get a little weird. I don't know.
I'm in. Optimum, let's connect more.
Right now, the Sloman Shield is offering their best deal ever. Get a free home security system installed by a security expert free. That's right, you heard it, a free home security system. Call now and you'll also get a video surveillance camera included free. You want mobile control of your home security system? The Sloman Shield includes that as well. Don't put it off any longer. Call 1-800-ALARM-ME and get your free Sloman Shield home security system now.
Shield your home, the Sloman Shield.
Speed's what we need. We need greasy, fast speed.
Can't you go any faster?
Can I go any faster?
I want it to be faster.
Faster.
Faster!
Amazing.
The Sloman's Long Island High School Basketball Championships brought to you by Sloman's Air Conditioning. For new installations or AC service, call 866-SLOMAN. Jimmy Cavallo, Dylan Butler, Amanda Puglisi, the entire News 12 Varsity gang here at the Island Federal Credit Union Arena on campus at Stony Brook. A battle between Suffolk and Nassau in the AA. It was the first quarter, Dylan, really filled with some great highlights. Hills East came out firing.
And Sergeant Julian Crittenden knocking down the three-pointer. Another fast start for Hills East, but Darius Young finds B&A's, who also knocks it down from outside. Woo! And then it's a Savion Lewis show, finding his way to the basket. The extra pass again to Crittenden, who knocks down the triple. But Jonathan Dean would help bring Westbury back in this game. They would get to the basket. Khalid Ketchin with the miss. Young, the put back and the foul. Westbury ends the first half on a 13-2 run. Jalen Dunlop finishing inside.
So you look at our first half stats. Field goal percentage, hey, it's a dead heat. Three threes for Hills East, 2 for Westbury. Free throws, they've each made 3. Rebound, slight edge to Westbury. A lot of those in the final 2 minutes.
Yeah, and if you look, too, of those 10 offensive rebounds, how many of them led to points?
A lot of those Westbury turnovers were in the first quarter. They absolutely cleaned it up in the second quarter. So here we go. 2 quarters in the books. The T-Bird Nation looking to make history. They lead by 4. The second half is next, right here on News 12 Varsity.
Right now, the Sloman Shield is offering their best deal ever. Get a free home security system installed by a security expert free. That's right, you heard it, a free home security system. Call now and you'll also get a video surveillance camera included free. You want mobile control of your home security system? The Sloman Shield includes that as well. Don't put it off any longer. Call 1-800-ALARM-ME and get your free Sloman Shield home security system now.
Shield your home, the Sloman Shield.
Being called a champion has a nice ring to it. Don't forget to choose Zollner championship rings after your next championship victory. From style, innovation, and quality, and our factory direct pricing, we personally guarantee you that our rings will immortalize the hard work and dedication that fueled your title run. Our state-of-the-art 3D manufacturing department cultivates your dream and turns it into a reality. Call now for your price quote and free artwork. 1-800-303-8548. That's 1-800-303-8548.
The Sloman's LIC High School Basketball Championships brought to you by Sloman's Air Conditioning. For new installations or AC service, all you got to do is call 866-SLOMANS. Always a lot of chalk talk in the locker rooms at the half. Amanda Puglisi, what do you got?
Well, Jimmy, Westbury felt that in that half they hadn't played their best basketball, so to only be down by 4 is very encouraging for Coach Graff. They said they definitely feel like they now have momentum on their side, and if they can play their style of basketball, they're really feeling confident. Now, Hills East on the other side, though, they felt they were taken out of their game a little bit late in that second quarter. Coach Basil said, our game is rebounding and pushing the ball up the court, but we can't do that if we're letting Westbury beat us on the board, so they need to do a better job of getting the rebounds, pushing the ball up the court, and playing their kind of basketball.
Yeah, and their kind of basketball is that sort of wide open, share the basketball, energy, mojo. You know, they play with that certain vibe I always like to talk about. They had that vibe in the first quarter, 19 points. They didn't have it in the second.
Yeah, that's because they were getting out in transition. That's really where Hills East is especially dangerous, is out in the open court.
So third quarter is underway. AA Long Island Championship. Westbury and Hills East. Good hands in the lane, getting out in front. Here's Savion Lewis, steps through, and he is fouled. Good hustle that time by Otley. He'll make Savion earn him from the stripe.
And that's where that comes from, where they're able to go, and they're saying it was a shooting foul. But that's where, again, Hills East is so good. You cause the turnover, and that gets you out in the break. Usually you've got an advantage as you head down the court in terms of personnel. First one too strong for Lewis.
Lewis, just a junior, co-MVP last year as a sophomore. 10 points on the day. As he inches towards the 1,000 points for his career mark. Might not get it today, but if Hills East moves on, he'll get it in the next one. And anytime you go over 1,000 as a junior, it tells you something. In and out that time by B&A's, but the rebound up and good.
And that's again JT using that strength inside, trying to get his fans now into it.
Hills East led by 15. It's now a one-possession game, up only by 3. Make it 6. Julian Crittenden, lightning quick on the release.
Yeah, we saw how good he was in the first half, knocking down those long-distance shots. Young tries one from deep.
Third 3 of the game for Julian.
And that's one thing I think if you're Graff, you need Young to heat up.
There's another spot up 3 by Shane Dean. Nothing there. And Savion Lewis call for a foul.
And that was off the rebounds. And
Second foul.
Yeah. And again, you see a little bit of three-quarter pressure by Hills East.
Here's another three. Got it. Jalen Dunlap. And Dunlap is now making an impact on this game.
Yeah, really nice ball movement by the Green Dragons there. And a
travel called on Julian. So now Westbury down only 3 and have possession of the ball.
And their fans, they want them to eat.
Inside they go, got it. Great position by B&A's, and it's a 1-point game.
Yeah, Jim, you go all the way back to the start of this game. Hills East has led. Crittenden off the side. Westbury yet to lead.
Otley has it knocked away from behind. Good hustle down by Lowly the other way. And then it's Dean getting his hands in the passing lane. Good passing, though. And Crittenden has a deuce.
And Mathurin with the extra pass down low.
Wild shot block now coming the other way. Is the big man. Mathurin scoop to the hoop. Special K. Kenny Mathurin to the rack.
Oh, you love a big guy. You can put it on the floor. That's what Mathurin brought there. And how about the response by the T-Birds?
Now with 3, he's got over 60 on the year. Deadly outside shooter, Darius Young. Guy shoots 45% from 3. You cannot let number 30 spot up with a clean look. Here's Lewis now to the left hand. No good. Mathurin doing some work on the glass. Taken away. He'll be called for the push.
Yeah, I think what the big fella did there was he should have not put the ball back on the court, but Mathurin's got that ability. We've seen it. Here he goes. He's like, what, Savion Lewis is the guard? I got this.
The crossover and the scoop. So Mathurin, his club trails by 2. Young looking for it all on that one. It would have given them the lead.
Great student turnout as well for Hills East. They're all behind that basket that they're attacking right now.
Well, the game is tight now, so they're loving that. They made the short trip out here to Stony Brook from Dix Hills. Lewis swings it across. Here's another 3 off the mark, rebounded by JT Dean. Dunlap will bring it up. Dunlap into the lane, foul called on Crittenden on the bump. Second foul on Crittenden. So Westbury, only their 3rd year in their AA, now in AA2. A year ago, lost in the National Finals to Baldwin. They took out Coach Burton and the Bruins in the semis this year and then beat Uniondale in the finals. That victory over Baldwin was tight, 48-45. Foul on the inside now. And Westbury continuing to go hard in the paint.
And Basil trying to find an answer inside. He'll bring Schwartz in from Mathurin after this first free throw. As the Green Dragons again starting to dominate that offensive glass like they did at the end of the second quarter. We've had one tie. Jim, that was at 3-3.
So with 11 minutes and 2 seconds of basketball left in the Long Island AA Championship, we are tied again in the LIC. Coach Dave Graff's team, down 15 in the first half, has come all the way back. And we have a brand new game here at Stony Brook. Crittenton spins. Westbury has the lead. Jalen Dunlap and Hills East calls timeout. Dunlap is having a day in this championship.
And that's Westbury's first lead of the game. They fell behind early, 3-0. That deficit went up to 18-9 at one point, 19-9 first quarter. But Westbury has found their way to come all the way back. And 4 straight points for Jalen Dunlap.
Dunlap has exploded here in this LIC. 14 points. Well, if you talk to Coach Dave Graff about this group, you know, when they lost to Baldwin last year in the finals, he knew he was bringing back 4 return starters. And when you think about their Nassau championship against Uniondale, those 4 starters, J.T. Dean, 21 and 10, Darius Young, 17 points, Brandon Otley, the senior, 9 points, 6 rebounds, 4 steals. And Khalid Kitchen, the other 4th starter, was terrific. And you see it started with the victory over the Dalers. Then they took out Baldwin in a tight one, and they erupted against Uniondale in the finals.
Yeah, 2 tight wins against Farmingdale and Baldwin. And then that explosion, that 20-point win. Dave Graff wants his guys to play defense, get their hands up, their fans right behind us, excited.
They have a proud tradition of basketball at Westbury. And Dave Graff has really just continued it. Pass knocked away on the inside. Steal by Crittenton. He'll get it to go. Julian has 19 points in the game. Tied at 40. Two minutes left here, third quarter. 10 minutes of basketball left. What a cut. Layup is no good. Good long rebound there by B&A's. B&A's gets it off to Young. He's called for steps.
And what an interior pass a moment ago by Otley, too. Just firing that ball inside.
So the 40-40 club has come to the Long Island Championship AA. Crittenton. This will be a travel called on Young after he hustled to the floor to pick up the loose ball. So Hills East will have it.
You see the intensity in Basil's eyes.
Spotting up. Jumper no good. Coming away with it is Dunlap. Dunlap gets caught up in midair. And fortunately, Westbury will keep possession of the basketball.
Yeah, he had Dean ahead of him in the open court. Didn't see him, though. They're fortunate that ball got deflected.
Otley to inbound it. He'll go up top to Dunlap. Dunlap oozing with confidence now in this LIC. Plenty of time on the shot clock at 15. Flashing now. This is his game. Darius Young. Downtown Darius strikes again. And Westbury leads by 3. Lewis drops off to Schwartz. Back they go to Keani Ned. Ned in and out. Offensive foul.
Yeah, and it's Darius Young who draws it right after knocking down the corner 3. draws the charge.
So Ned will go to the bench with his 4th foul, the co-captain, the guy who won the coach's award. Great defender. They will miss him. Smart, coachable kid, Keani Ned. Tough way to pick up your 4th foul. Traveling call on B&A's.
And he had that look on his face like, wait, me?
About an 8-second differential between the game and shot clock. Crittenton, bang! 3-pointer for Julian. We are tied at 43. 4 threes for Julian. He's got 22 in the game. He is having a day, is the dynamic junior.
Maybe he was watching the Andre Franklin show from game 1 live on Optimum Channel 14. Figured, hey, he can get 7. I could do the same.
Final 6 seconds here. Dunlap pulls up. Got it! Jalen! This one, no good. Jalen Dunlap is leading the charge for the Green Dragons on one of the best days of his high school career. The junior has erupted for 16 points, and don't look now, but Westbury trailing by 15 in the first half, by 4 at halftime. They lead by 2 into the 4th and final quarter right here on News 12 Varsity.
It's the March on Sales event going on now at Sprinter Metris of Smithtown. Contractors, tradesmen, business owners, increase efficiency and profits with commercial vehicles from Sprinter Metris of Smithtown, like the new 2017 midsize Metris worker van, backed by a Mercedes-Benz 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty, or Sprinter vans, cab chassis, and crew vans, backed by a 5-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Visit our showroom or website at sprinterofsmithtown.com. Sprinter of Smithtown. We work for your business.
Right now, the Sloman Shield is offering their best deal ever. Get a free home security system installed by a security expert free. That's right, you heard it, a free home security system. Call now and you'll also get a video surveillance camera included free. You want mobile control of your home security system? The Sloman Shield includes that as well. Don't put it off any longer. Call 1-800-ALARM-ME and get your free Sloman Shield home security system now.
Shield your home, the Sloman Shield.
The Sloman's Long Island High School Basketball Championships, brought to you by Sloman's Air Conditioning. For new installations or AC service, call 866-SLOMANS. To the 4th and final quarter we go. And Coach Dave Graff hoping that lucky tie of his, Dylan, has got one more good quarter in it. The hoops tie.
Yeah. You know, a lot of times when you get ready for a game, you got to look at your tie rack and go, which one do I go with today? That's not at all the question, as B&A's gets his hand in the passing lane. Graff knows exactly which tie he's going with.
The basketball tie, good pass inside. Jump shot by Dean is no good. Rebound, a good job by Darius Young to reset it and kick it out. Now Young spotting up. He's like, you know what? I came up with the loose ball. Let me get it because I got an open look right here. Swings it around, corner jumper. Off the mark, B&A's working hard. No siree. Good job by JT Dean to avoid the foul. Lewis now steps through, contested, right-handed drive. Good defense by B&A's and company. Now B&A's in transition, up to Dunlap. Dunlap rising above, offensive foul. Dave Graff can't believe it.
And Lully gets the charge. It looked to me, and we'll see it again, looked like he had position. Let's look. Was he leaning, though?
A little shuffle at the end there. Lully looked like he had position. I think he gave it the little Stony Brook shuffle right at the end. Bang! Julian's house is now Stony Brook. He is on fire in this Long Island championship. 25 points as we start the 4th quarter. And the T-Birds have a lead once again. The duel is on here in the LIC. B&A's short baseline jumper just rolls off. Picked up by Crittenton. Crittenton now off to Savion Lewis. Flashing. Long jumper along the baseline. No good. Oh, look at Lully keeping it alive. Back to Savion. His jumper no good. And then there to haul it in is B&A's. Now the kick out. That jumper no good. B&A's keeps it alive. And there to finish, Jalen Dunlap. But credit Isaiah B&A's for keeping that thing active.
Yeah, 18 now for Dunlap. Great job finishing inside.
B&A's the defensive lineman on the Westbury football team. He's getting down and dirty here in the LIC. He is banging downtown, collecting rebounds and tipping balls. Jump shot is good. Long two. Savion Lewis ends the drought for himself. It had been a while since he scored, and he gives Hills East a lead once again. Timeout for Coach Basil's T-Birds.
Yeah, T-Bird Nation loves the sign of that. You need to get Savion Lewis hot again. I like what Graff was doing there defensively. He had B&A's out on top of the key defending Lewis, getting those long arms of his out, trying to keep him from getting that long distance shot.
So they're loving it here. Back and forth basketball. Ties, lead changes as the drama builds on Super Sunday here at Stony Brook. And for Pete Basil, it's time to take the sports coat off. This is what you sign up for. Waited his turn to get this program to the Long Island Championship on this Sunday in March. His time has come. He leads by 1 with about 5.5 to play here against Nassau County's Green Dragons of Westbury. Contested jumper, nothing there. Rebounded by Schwartz. Here's Savion, good D, moving the feet. Was Otley and company. Now hopping into the lane is Crittenton. The drop off, what a give to Kendall Nero Clark. Julian to Kendall, and the lead is 3.
Oh, what a great look inside. Crittenton just finds his way through the hole, and then a little shuffle pass to his right.
Nero Clark, another football guy out there, brings a little football mentality and toughness. Off balance 3, not the shot you want out of Darius Young. Puts the ball right in the back of the hands of Lewis. Lewis from the dribble drops it off. Here's Crittenton now. Swings it across and they'll reset it. Good patient approach here. Savion into the lane. Another give. Savion to Kendall. And the T-Birds are in a sharing mood in the fourth quarter. And now their lead is 5.
Yeah, back-to-back baskets by Kendo Nero Clark, who was in foul trouble earlier in the game. Gets back in and gets points in really important spots.
But that's what you love out of Savion Lewis. Where is his future? It's as a scoring point guard. But as a point guard in Division I college basketball, if you don't get your teammates involved, you will go nowhere. You got to play with your head on a swivel. Great looking basketball. Last 2 trips down the floor for Hills East. Crittenton and Lewis getting the ball to Kendall Nero Clark. And Clark, he impacts the game in so many ways.
The Hills East cheerleaders getting down to some biggie.
LIC. When you think about Hills East, think about history, going for their first ever title after winning their first ever Suffolk title. Could Savion Lewis, arguably the best player the program's ever had. I know Mark Jackson would say his late great brother, the Escalade, Troy Jackson, who went from Hills East to Louisville. Great basketball player, used to love him on the N1 Mix Tour. Another good look on the inside. These teams are sharing the ball. Dean will get the finish. So now a 3-point game. Into the lane, short jump shot is Schwartz in and out. But going to the glass, that time is Lully, still alive. Lully, look at him go! It must be lacrosse season. Sean Lully is performing in the LIC.
And I'll tell you, Basil is getting performances from guys that you don't normally look to get performances from. You look at Critton and Nero Clark, free throw, too strong. You look at Lewis, of course, but Schwartz with the rebounds and the finish inside as well by Lully.
5-point lead once again. So now Westbury. Every trip becomes important. Under 4. Oh, beautifully done. J.T. Dean. That's an all-state performer. Calmly with a left hand. Lead is back to 3 now. Savion Lewis explodes along the baseline. Can't get it to go. Explosive move. He had a clean look. It just wouldn't fall. Now the other way is Dunlap. Kicks it off. Darius Young in and out. This will be over the back by B&A's.
Yeah, good look by Young. He was open on this right wing, just unable to put it in.
So the final 3 minutes. Hills East leads by 3 with the ball. Here's Crittenton, the floater. Julian on target again here. Clutch bucket pumps the lead to 5 with 2:45 to go. 27 points for Crittenton. Here's a 3 off the mark. B&A's great position, and he will draw a foul. It'll be the 6th team foul on Hills East. No free throws here. Ball will go to the Green Dragons.
And those two guys, Lully and Schwartz, getting a big ovation from the T-Bird Nation. Great performances by both of those guys.
And they go to Dunlap. Dunlap has it stripped from behind, and now picking it up is Dean. Immediately goes up, and he will draw a 2-shot foul.
Yeah, that foul inside by Ned, and he fouls out. So as soon as Lully goes to the bench, he comes back in the game.
So Keani Ned sees his day come to an end. He will hope that his teammates can extend the season one more day. Ned, a senior. Ned, who wants to study dentistry. Gotta love it.
There's a nice school here to do it, right? Stony Brook.
Why not? Dean makes it a 1-possession game. So Dave Graff has seen his team battle back time and time again in this Long Island Championship. The champs of Nassau County now trail by 3, but what you love about the great state of New York, when it comes to high school basketball, there is a shot clock. So Westbury will be able to play defense here. Plenty of time left for the Green Dragons.
You know, Jim, you did such a great job early just painting the picture of Hills East as a school. And you're right. Basketball-wise, you're in in the shadow of Hills West, but they have taken this opportunity. They've run with it, and now they're 226 from doing something they've never done before.
It's not going to be easy up against Westbury. The Green Dragons talked it over, Amanda, on this timeout. What did Coach Graff have to say?
Well, Jimmy, Westbury's really going to dial in now with their defense. Coach Graff telling his guys, give it everything you got. This is the time now. We have to dig in. They're also going to look to be doubling on Lewis, so that really trying to keep the ball out of his hands.
Westbury, 20-win season a year ago, lost a ball one in the finals. They avenged it, and here they are back again. Blocked on the interior by B&A's.
Yeah, that's his 5th of the game.
He's been a force. Powerfully built, his number 24 in green. So here's Hills East. The most important possessions of the year are coming now. Crittenton hops into the lane. Look at this pass. Yes, sir! To Big Kenny, and Mathurin finishes. Crittenton had the guts to throw one over the shoulder to Kenny.
And that's one of the things that makes Crittenton such a good player. Dunlop with the leaner.
Long 2 right there. So Westbury still trails by 3. Savion Lewis quickly into the front court. 1:45 and counting. Mathurin has been a factor all day long. The big 3 versus Brentwood in the 3rd quarter was his only one of the year. Quick shot here by Lewis. Battle for the loose ball. The rebound coming away with it is Darius Young. Let's see what the call is here. It's a huge call in this game, and the Hills East bench is clapping. Watch this look from Crittenton over the top to the big guy.
Yeah, first you got to respect his ability to shoot the 3, which they do. So he gets the up fake and goes inside. What a great look to Mathurin.
Julian has played an outstanding championship game. Fresh shot clock taken away, stolen by Otley. The steal of the season, throws it up for grabs, but right into the hands of B&A's. Now for the tie, off the mark. Rebounded by Dunlap, strong to the rack. Look at him go. Dunlap just keeps on coming. Signature day of the season for Jalen. Now a foul. It'll be the 5th team foul on Westbury as they trail by only 1.
Yeah, you'll take that if you're Westbury because you had Savion Lewis out in the break.
Great foul. So here we go. In they go and get it to the hands of their floor general, their leader, the All-State junior, Savion Lewis. He looks up, still 25 on the shot clock, 40 on the game clock. High drama at Stony Brook in the AA championship. Out to Crittenton. He's had a career day here in the LIC. Now the crossover explodes through. Crittenton will draw the foul.
Oh, what a crossover to free himself. He goes strong to the hole and he's hit. He will go to shoot 2 free throws. What a game for Julian Crittenton.
He's got the greatest intangible a basketball player can have. Confidence.
Oh, boy.
He is not afraid to try and make a play in a big spot. Calmly sinks the first free throw. It's a 2-point lead.
Well, you alluded to it before as Westbury calls timeout. What a job he did in that Bayshore game, in the championship game, in the 4th quarter when things were getting tight and the heat was on here at Stony Brook. Crittenton showed up in a big way.
Scoring 9 points in a quarter in high school basketball is terrific. Think about it. If you prorate it, that's a 36-point day. He scored 9 points in the 4th quarter of the first ever Suffolk County championship for Hills East. And now the timeout for Hills East. Crittenton will be at the line with 1 free throw. And they'll set up their offense now. And basically now, if you're Pete Basil, it's the if he makes it, if he misses it situation. Basil's going to tell his guys, if he makes it and we go up 3, we're going to play the clock And if they hold the ball for a three, we foul them before they get it off. But what you know Westbury is going to do is attack the rim early, try and cut it back down to a 1-point lead. They have timeouts, and they have time on their side. It's all time management now in the LIC.
Yeah, and you know a similar conversation was had by Graff and his guys as well. Off the make, we do this. Off the miss, we do this. But Westbury's still very confident right now, as they should be. Young, this is interesting. Young, well down the floor. Hills East is going to have to identify him coming out of their huddle.
If you're Westbury, even if you're down 3, still enough time where you don't have to take a 3. The idea for Dave Graff's club now is to extend the game and see what opportunities present themselves with what time they have left. Here is Crittenden. Calmly made the first. Makes the second. The lead is 3. A little token pressure by the T-Birds. Now they drop back into their defense. Under 30 seconds now on the LIC. Darius Young, best three-point shooter on the team, gives it off to JT. Back to Young. Throws up a wild 3. No good, but underneath. Oh, what a job by B&A's. He tracked the air ball during its flight. Holds it in and makes it a 1-point game again.
And that's just great recognition. You see Young put it up, and that's, as you said, he saw it was going short. He rushed over to that part of the court to get the basket inside.
That's also knowing your teammate, and he knows Darius Young has no limitations on when or where he's going to pull up for a 3, because he's made over 60 on the year. So he was ready for Young on the off-balance 3, and you are correct. He was in a perfect position. So if you're Westbury, you're okay now. You got it back down to a 1-point game. You're going to decide who you're going to foul. You're probably thinking, if you're Dave Graff, 3 or 4 seconds of defense, maybe create a quick turnover. If not, we got to put somebody at the line.
Yeah, I agree. And the next foul as well for Westbury will put Hills East in the 1-and-1 bonus.
Kendall Nero Clark will throw it in. Final seconds. Clark gets it away to Lewis. Lewis will be fouled immediately.
What a job by Lewis. He was doubled. You could see right away the plan was make sure he doesn't get the ball. And Lewis ran out of the double. Looked a little bit like a wide receiver running upfield in a route.
Coming back to the quarterback.
Yeah.
So Savion Lewis, veteran junior. Saw time on the floor as a freshman. Started as a sophomore, started as a junior. Monumental free throws for the junior here. His team leads by 1. Misses the front end. It's a 1-point game, and now a foul. And this is going to be free throws. Hills East is over the limit. It'll be 1-and-1. A loose ball foul on Mathurin.
And that's it for Mathurin. So Schwartz back in the game.
JT Dean, their leader, the face of the franchise, their best player, will go to the line, and Hills East wants JT to think about it.
And I tell you, JT, Jim has had a lot to think about this year, and what an emotional year it has been for Dean. Remember, too, it starts with the untimely death of his aunt and his uncle as well.
Ronnie and Pam Webb.
And then, of course, beloved assistant coach
Edwin Red.
Yeah, he passed of a heart attack in October before the season started. Then Dean had to deal with some injuries. He picked one up on the football gridiron, picked one up early in the year as well. It's been such a battle for him, but he's led Westbury to this point. They won the Nassau AA championship, and it was an emotional win for him. When the game was over, he was on the bench, had some tears, he said, tears of joy, thinking about those he's lost this year.
So the senior, all-state performer, the southpaw, number 3 in your Westbury program. All the countless hours in the gym, shooting free throws at the end of practice. JT Dean, make him or miss him, he should have no regrets. He has lived up to his end of the bargain for the Green Dragon basketball program, leading them to their first ever Nassau AA championship. But now his Green Dragons trail by 2, 1-1. Off the mark, rebounded by Dunlap, gets it to go! The Green Dragons lead, final 8 seconds, here comes Lewis, it's all on the line in the Long Island Championship, it's win or go home, the shot at the buzzer, no good! Westbury wins it, Green Dragons are the Long Island champs, Westbury wins it, Jalen Dunlap with the putback they'll talk about forever, and Westbury brings home the title.
And what a moment for Westbury. Dunlop with the offensive putback and the score.
Let's go!
It was an opportunity. Lewis pushes the ball down the court. Schwartz had a good look, but he wasn't able to put it in, and what a moment. First ever Class AA championship for the Green Dragons of Westbury.
For Dave Graff, you can see the emotion on his face. They never gave up. They trailed by 15 in the first half, but Jalen Dunlap and the Green Dragons just kept fighting Dylan Butler.
And Dunlop up on the shoulder of his teammates, getting the hugs, and look at Dave Graff. Look what it means to him and Green Dragon Nation.
First ever AA Long Island championship. In 2010, they won a Class A title. But this group for Coach Graff was special. They were fighters. They found a way in the semis. They found a way in the finals. And now in the LIC, as you see Coach Pete Basil come over, boy, did they find a way. Down one at the line, JT Dean. He can tie it with this free throw, but off the miss, watch what happens. Dunlap, and then they go down. Hills East has an opportunity. Amazing.
What a moment for Graff and his guys, and it's a
kiss. It's a kiss for Jalen from the coach. Why not?
Unbelievable.
They are partying in Westbury because in the 2017 Long Island Championship, it's the Green Dragons. Postgame is next.
Being called a champion has a nice ring to it. Don't forget to choose Zollner championship rings after your next championship victory. From style, innovation, and quality, and our factory direct pricing, we personally guarantee you that our rings will immortalize the hard work and dedication that fueled your title run. Our state-of-the-art 3D manufacturing department cultivates your dream and turns it into a reality. Call now for your price quote and free artwork. 1-800-303-8548. That's 1-800-303-8548.
Right now, the Sloman Shield is offering their best deal ever. Get a free home security system installed by a security expert free. That's right, you heard it, a free home security system. Call now and you'll also get a video surveillance camera included free. You want mobile control of your home security system? The Sloman Shield includes that as well. Don't put it off any longer. Call 1-800-ALARM-ME and get your free Sloman Shield home security system now.
Shield your home, the Sloman Shield.
Well, the Sloman's Long Island High School Basketball Championships brought to you by Sloman's Air Conditioning. For new installations or AC service, call 866-SLOMANS. The hardware in the hands of Coach Dave Graff. And he's excited because that's an exciting championship victory. That's a victory you kind of take from the jaws of defeat.
That's when it means more, I think, too, Jim. I mean, if you go wire to wire, it doesn't maybe feel as big as that. When you rally the way you did from 15 down in the first half, that is a heck of a way to come back and win a championship.
J.T. Dean holding that plaque. It wasn't perfect, and it's never going to be because there's a lot of resistance in these championship games. But what we always say, when you look at this championship photo, so many little contributions from so many of these guys. Dean, Dunlap, Otley, B&A's, Ketchin, Young. Just an amazing collection of little moments led to the one final moment.
Without a doubt, and you can see the emotion. B&A's in tears. Again, if it's not for his, hey, he had 5 blocks. If he doesn't get one of those blocks, maybe that's a basket that goes the other way.
Listen, you go backwards 2 possessions. The air ball by Darius Young, B&A's picks it out of the sky, cuts the lead to 1.
Yeah.
You know, it's just, they all count in a game like this. You feel for Hills East. They played winning basketball today. But anytime you get to the final minute where next basket can win, last basket can win, the last basket went to the Green Dragons.
Yeah, and remember, too, Crittenden gave his team a 60-57 lead with 34 seconds left. Westbury was that close to not winning this game, and instead they find the way, and especially led by Otley. And the boys, and Dunlop, of course. Jalen Dunlop, what a performance for the Green Dragons.
Well, being a champion has a nice ring to it. Choose Zollner Rings, championship rings. Dave Graff told us Jalen Dunlap is capable of scoring. Boy, was he right, Amanda. Our Zollner player of the game is JD.
Well, Jalen, what an emotional win for you guys. I know the AA was something you guys have never been able to win. Such an emotional trip for you guys. How do you put it into words?
I mean, we have the coach that passed away over the summer. Really, we just dedicated the whole season to him. And to be honest, like, you guys were a real motivation for this game because I see how y'all had us losing. And I didn't like that, so.
No, it wasn't everybody. It was just Dylan Butler.
All right, yeah, him. He was the motivation for this game.
Listen, Hills East jumped out early. You guys found yourself in a big hole. How did you guys overcome that?
We just played with all our heart. We just went out there and played. We didn't want to go home. Practice tomorrow.
Walk me through that last play.
To be honest, JT actually didn't play. I thought it was going in. But when I seen it bounce off the rim, I just gave it all my last effort and put it back up.
What was it like for you? I mean, the coaches, everyone is just so emotional. Tears of joy. What is it like for you to know that you're handing Coach Graff that Long Island championship?
It feels good. We got an excellent coaching staff over here. Coach Graff been here for a long time. It just feels good to give him another one.
You guys ready for what's next?
Of course. We ready.
Jalen, congratulations. Go talk to Dylan Butler.
Jalen, if you're looking for Dylan Butler, he's under that bus Amanda just threw you under.
Yeah, that's right. It's a green bus, apparently.
All in good fun. You heard him talk about doing it for Coach Edwin Red, who smiles down upon these Green Dragons. His impact was all over this championship season.
And it's a year that these guys will remember for a lifetime. They will be friends for a lifetime. Champions walk together for a lifetime, and that's what these guys from Westbury will do. But before it's over, they will go up to Binghamton.
I got to think 22 points might be a season high for Jalen Dunlap. Not a bad place to do it. Stony Brook in the Long Island Championship.
Yeah, that's a good spot to have your best game, without a doubt. And again, the moment at the end, the putback with 10 seconds left. That is the basket of the game, a basket they'll remember in Westbury for a long time.
Amazing. The Green Dragons set out to make history, and on this Sunday, Super Sunday at Stony Brook University, the Westbury Green Dragons have made history. Their first ever Long Island Class AA championship. Great to see you, Mr. Butler.
You too, buddy.
Well, what a day. They come from Nassau, they come from Suffolk. The guys in green, the Green Dragons, they'd come out fast. But then there was Julian Crittenden. What a day for Julian. The rocket crossover by Savion Lewis. And Hills East had a first half lead, but back would come B&A's and company. And by the second half, it was just a 4-point game. Then Darius Young would have moments. Crittenden would just keep on coming. But Jalen Dunlap, maybe not the primary scorer, became the primary scorer. It would become a dogfight into the fourth quarter. Back and forth, they would go. Every bucket would count. But in the end, the celebration would be on at Stony Brook. The hardware would be in the hands of JT. As the boys send a message to Nassau County. Hey, Westbury, the title is coming home. Green Dragons win the LIC.
Right now, the Sloman Shield is offering their best deal ever. Get a free home security system installed by a security expert free. That's right, you heard it, a free home security system. Call now and you'll also get a video surveillance camera included free. You want mobile control of your home security system? The Sloman Shield includes that as well. Don't put it off any longer. Call 1-800-ALARM-ME and get your free Sloman Shield home security system now.
Shield your home, the Sloman Shield.